You're correct.
I did also tell Bryan Cranston I would work with him. I asked, and did I tell you the story? So I go to Dwell on Design. Actually, 4 days before that, my man, one of my roommates, was like, "Yo, I'm seeing Bryan Cranston at this Breaking Bad thing." I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna be right there." We go. I meet Aaron Paul. I was like, "You're a good dude, man. I just want to tell you, I moved to LA because of this show. It's just the show that did it for me." And he was like, "I gotta go tell Bryan. I'm gonna go get him." Boom. So he goes. They shut the door to say, "Hey, get the hell out of here." And I say, "Okay, all right, I'll go." 2 days later, my roommate was like, "Yo, there's another event. Bryan Cranston's gonna be at it."
Back up.
Yeah.
Who closed what door?
The security closed the door and was like, "Everybody who's not a part of this has to leave."
Boy, I thought you was like in a room and they closed the door.
I was in a
Locked him
room.
in there.
I was in a
4
room.
days.
Aaron Paul left to go get Bryan Cranston, and security came in and said, "Get out of here."
Right.
Got you. Okay. I was like, this is getting good. What they locked you in the room? What they do?
Touched me. No.
We have to see.
Yeah. Chill.
No, they didn't do any of that. And then so he left to go get Bryan Cranston. Security came and said, "Yo, you guys got to get out of here." I said, "Okay, I shall leave." I left. A couple days later, they said Dwell on Design has Bryan Cranston. He's going to be speaking about his eco-friendly greenhouse. And I went and I sat in the front and I listened to every word that man had to say about his house.
That was green.
I sat there with my tongue out of my mouth, drooling all over the ground. I was like, "That's Walter White. That's Malcolm's dad." And so he kept staring at me like, "This guy's a freaking weirdo." But he knew the passion I had deep inside of me, Chris.
I'm uncomfortable just listening to this story.
So I waited until after Dwell on Design event was over. He went onto the little carpet and everybody was able to just go talk to him. And I step up there with all of my swagger and confidence. And I say, "Bryan Cranston, you're the reason I moved to LA. I think you're a very talented actor. You're my favorite actor. And I think that I can deliver what you can deliver. So one day I'd like to work with you." And he said, "Oh, if that's so, you should take my email."
Oh my gosh.
And I said, "Okay." And I turned around. I went to my old roommate and I said, "Bryan Cranston wants to give me his email address." And he said, "Well, what's his email address?" And I said,
What?
and I turned around and Bryan Cranston was looking at me because I walked away mid-conversation without getting his email address. And somebody was pushing him, "Hey, you got to go. You got to go." And he was just like, "Next time."
That is
That is so fucked up.
like one of the most upsetting things I've heard in 2020.
And that's saying a lot.
And that
And then I didn't see him again
for
for 6 or 7 years.
I think
When we
the
went.
next time I cry is gonna be right now.
Next time.
Yeah.
Why did you walk away?
I was so excited. I literally blacked out. I just turned around and I was just like, "Yes."
In front of him?
Mission accomplished. Wait a minute.
I just turned around. I walked away. I was shimmying. I shook every inch of that butt. And I went right over to my room. I was like, "Yay!"
To this day, Bryan Cranston's still there. Like,
So you know what?
He's a skeleton.
They were pushing him away. They pushed him away. They were like, they were like, "You have to go right now." He was like, "Next time." So I didn't see him.
still there with the pen.
And so you know what's funny? I didn't see him again for years and years, because that old roommate, I didn't live with him anymore. So I find out that he's like drinking tequila at a Smart and Final or something. What was it? A Bevmo
In West Hollywood.
in West Hollywood. And I said, "Quarles."
The one by the Target.
I don't
Yes,
remember
yes.
what- yeah.
On
Yes.
Formosa.
Next to next to That's Why and all that stuff. I was like, Kirill, I have a paper to write. I was still in school. I was like, I have a paper to write, but Bryan Cranston and Adam Paul are going to be at the Bevmo from this time to this time
Just serving mezcal.
because they have their own mezcal. We gotta go. So we go, we wait in line, me, him, and Lou Magoo.
Yeah, I left early from work. I was like, I have an appointment. I left.
Gotta go.
And you didn't get 5 for that. I get 5 for everything.
No. It's a little different.
Not quite.
What happened with you is different.
So we go, we wait in line. And this is the greatest thing, I guess, that could have possibly happened. We go inside, we wait. And Bryan Cranston looks at me and he goes, "Hey there, brother." And he shakes my hand and he like looks at me like that. Like he knows who I am. Can't confirm that he did, but he said, "Hey there, brother."
I felt it.
And
Yeah.
he shook my hand with vigor.
Ooh.
And we sat there and I stared at his face. And they said, we can't like ask for anything. We can't talk about Breaking Bad. We can't take pictures. We can't do anything. So I tried to just follow the rules, but I just sat there in awe at the greatest actor walking this planet.
Question.
Did I meet Tony Shalhoub? No.
Do you mind when people call you brother?
No. I think he called me that because he knew he owes me an email.
Fair enough.
That's why he called me that. He's a good guy. Aaron Paul, he was there. He kind of gave me a certain look too. I hope I don't come off as a stalker because I only seen y'all 3 times in like 10 years. But
That's
You're a
good.
fan.
email
in the
me.
Please.
I got some scripts. So yeah, don't cry. One day I'll work with him.
Yeah, of course.